Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing great. Today we are going to make a tag using the Timeless Carnations from Crafters Companion. And I'm starting to sound like an infomercial for them, but I buy a lot of stuff from them. You can't find too much local anymore. So we're going to use this, and then we're going to use this folder. I think... No, I'm not even gonna think. I don't remember where I got this folder from, but it's like it has some like little dots on it. So cute. I love that. And we're gonna make a tag. I haven't decided the color of the flower, but we are going to get to it. Okay. I'm going to cut them before I stamp them because I think that's the way they did it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut 4 of each of these guys, and then maybe 2 or 3 of this. I'm gonna take care of that and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're just gonna come in and start inking these guys up, and I wanted to do the leaves first. So we're gonna start with our lightest color, and it's really bright in here. It's a beautiful day. I have the windows open, so the color is a little blown out, but you'll be able to notice the difference. Okay, so that's our light color, and then we'll just come in with the dark. Okay, so that's one of the leaves, and you can see the veining, just not too much on the camera right now. And now we can go ahead and color one of the flowers, and then let's get this one done. Neighbors are enjoying their yards today. Okay, and then we'll come in with one of the darker colors, which is the fossilized amber, and we'll go ahead and just get those edges. This does not have to be perfect. You can have some petals a little lighter, some a little darker, whatever you like. So we have that, and I'm gonna go ahead and color the rest, and then we'll stamp them together. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and stamp these guys now, and I'm gonna stamp them with I'm thinking maybe use a lighter color, maybe Pebble. And I actually used these stamps one time to make a background, and now we're going to use it for what is intended. Alright, let's put that one there. Actually, we should tape these down. This way they don't move. Okay, put that one there. You go here. Okay. All right, that's fine. I kind of like that they made them bigger than the actual die, because Like if you move them a little bit, each petal could look a little different. Okay. Oh, nice. I think I'm just going to leave it just like that. I'm not going to darken it. So cute. Okay. And let's keep going. That's the bigger one. I'm gonna wipe these down real fast so I don't smudge anything. Let's see. Where do you go? Are you here? You're here. And then this one here. Okay. Kind of regretting now I'm not buying the other ones. I know they should still have some on their actual website. Cute. Alright, I'm going to take care of the rest of them and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to form these little flowers. And I'm going to start off with the one that's going to go on the very top. And I think I'm going to use this one. So maybe we should ink a little bit of this. Sorry, I don't want to dirty that. So we have that. And we're going to use these tools to kind of form the flower. I think you could wet these if you wanted to, and like, don't you love when that happens? It's obvious my tool was dirty, but that's all right. I'm gonna just roll it tight enough so you can't see that. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of like hold this here and then start forming this little guy. And I think I'm gonna try to like curl the corners a little bit. Keep forming until we're happy with it. Okay, I'm gonna put some glue, and this is exactly why I wanted to do this one first, because I know this is gonna give me the hardest time. Let's see, maybe put this one in here, and that'll be our inside petal. And we're gonna put some glue. Okay. Let me open this up and I'll be right back. Alrighty, got the glue going, And what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to start putting glue inside here and there and seeing how we get this thing to stick. And I'm just going to hold it there until it takes. Okay. Let's just put that to the side. Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to go check dinner. All right. Let's see. Let me clean this thing off. Okay. Let's go ahead and form these guys too. And just get the smaller part so it curls in a little more. I'm not too concerned if the ink smears in the center. Okay. And we're just gonna keep doing this. Okay. And let's do our leaf and then I'll do the rest. Okay. And so we have our leaf and our petal. Let me get the rest taken care of and I'll be right back. Okay, let's glue. And I'm gonna like offset them a little bit. Not offset, just, you know, rotate them a little. Okay. And we're just gonna keep going. That's so cute. Fix that. And let's keep putting these guys on. And until we get to the top. See, you really don't have to concern yourself with the inside because it just gets covered up by your next petal. And let's move this one to the side. Comes together pretty fast. And I'm gonna hold these for a bit before I try to get the last one in. Let me get a ball tool. And I'm just gonna press and just lift these guys up. So cute. And then of course this guy will go in the middle. And then let me just hold it until it dries and then we can move it around. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so while that was drying, I thought, should we put some glitter on it? Why not? Hopefully this works. I haven't used it in a while. Oh yeah, I can see it. Okay. Alright, so we use that, and this is glitter dust. I have to get a silver one. My silver one got clogged. I was never able to use it again. I'm in a well-ventilated area. My windows are open. I have a fan on, so it's safe to use. And we have some glitter on there. Yay. Okay, so we're gonna put that to dry. Get out a little bit more if we want. Maybe I will. Already got glitter everywhere. All right. Let's put that to dry. And now we're gonna wipe this down. Let me spray. Check my keyboard. I think we're good to go. And now let's make our tag. So I'm going to use white for the top. So let me just get a piece of white card. You know what? This one got damaged in the back, but since I'm going to glue it down, you're really not going to be able to tell. So let's get that. And I'm gonna cut, let's see, my top tag. I want 3 layers. And I'm gonna step them down a 1/4 inch. So if I start at 3 1/4, then I can do a step up on each one. Okay. And how tall do we want it? I think I wanted just the biggest layer to be at 6 inches, so I'm going to start at 5 1/4 maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good size. Okay. And let's see how that's going to fit in here. That's going to be actually perfect. So we're going to run this through our, it's stuck, our marquise. But before we do that, I'm going to chop the corners. so we're going to use the large angle, and we're just gonna do that. So we made our tag. You can use a guillotine, or you can mark it with a pencil and snip it with your scissor. If you have tags, die tags, then you can use that, but I think this is just as easy. All right. Okay. Look how cute. All right. So then we would have our flower on there, and I just need to get a couple more colors, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to cut it at 3.5 and at 5.5. So it's just a quarter size up. See? And we're going to do the same thing with our craft color, card color. So this is going to be at 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. You could do 4 layers if you like, but I think 3 is more than enough. Let me put this to the side. Okay. It's gonna be so cute. All right. Chomp this away. And this one as well. All right. And then we can start layering them. You could pop one up if you want. I'm not going to. And then we can add our flower. So cute. All right. I'll punch a hole in the top when I'm done. Okay, let's get that right. And let's go ahead and glue that. And while that sets, I'm just going to glue this part too. This is going to be super cute for Mother's Day. You can bring in like a craft bag with yellow and white tissue, and you can put your gift in there and put the tag on it. If you wanted to, you can do like a gift tag pocket in the back, right? Because then it also serves as a gift card holder. Okay. And we can punch a hole in it now. Maybe right about there. Okay. And now we can see where we're going to stick our flower. I don't care if it hangs off a little bit. I kind of like that it hangs off a little bit. So we're just going to add some glue. And then we can take the leaves and kind of like tuck them in underneath. Okay. And we're going to do the same to this one. And if you want to add a third one, I would wait until we put our sentiment, because maybe we want it closer to the sentiment. But for now, this is what we have. Okay, I left this empty so we can add a sentiment here. And I'm gonna get a stamp, and I'll be right back. I'm trying to get like the colors not to show so bright. There you go. Look how pretty that is. There you go. Loving that. Okay, let me get a stamp. I'll be right back. Okay, so I found this stamp in this set. You've been on my mind, and it says hello beautiful. I think that would look super cute there, or just a little note. No, you've been on my mind. Now I think hello beautiful would go really cool with this. So let me get my platform. Let's put you to the side. I didn't think I would like these that much, and I honestly do. Okay. Let's make some space. Let's get a piece of card. Okay. I'm gonna die cut it, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to use VersaFine. Super cute. Perfect. All right. Let me find a die. Okay. We're going to use this die. And I'm going to tape this down with the same tape. Try to get it as centered as we can. There we go. And just getting this. Me and my squeaky chair. Let's just run that through. And if we wanted to, we could go ahead and layer that up as well. Let me just get the scraps that I had left. And we're going to go in the same order. We're going to go yellow and then the craft card color. All right. And let's glue these down. Oops, let's move you a little up. See, it doesn't matter that the rest of them don't have the stitch. As long as you have the stitch on top, it looks okay. All right, let's trim this down. A teeny bit off of here, and that's our first layer. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. I cut off too much on one side, and that's also so you can see that we all make mistakes. So Let's do that one more time. Sometimes I will leave it, but this tag is too cute not to use, so try to make it as perfect as we can. And it's a small border, so that's good. Okay, and over here as well. Well, you know what? I'll just trim a little bit. I think I have a heavy hand. Oh, no, that's perfect. Okay. All right, and now let's do the same here. I'm just gonna cut a piece off just to make my life a little easier. Okay, and let's glue this down. And okay, now I left too much. Perfect. Okay, good to go. Look how cute. Hello, beautiful. Okay, let's bring our project over, and now we can glue this one right down here. How cute. Let me see if it's even, and it is. So I'm going to press, and then I'm just going to bring a piece of card over and press it down. And now we can add that other leaf if we want. If I figure out what I did with it. Start tossing things around, can't find anything. Alright, let me clean up a little bit and then we'll finish it up. I'm going to bring some, maybe some gold gems in to match the gold glitter. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to add some gold gems, little pearls, and I'm going to add the last leaf, and I think I'm just going to tuck it in somewhere back here and kind of let it hang on the sentiment. Okay, so we have that, and now we could just find some gems to go on it. Let's see. I wanted the smaller ones. Let's see. Oops. That one will do. Look how pretty that is. Okay. Oops. Okay. Yeah, see, we have some tiny ones, so I want some of those in there. Okay. Maybe there and something in between. Is that the same size? It might be. Okay. Okay. And maybe we can add a couple of the little ones on top. I always try to go with odd numbers. So if I'm going to do this, then it's going to have 5. You know, I don't know why I do this to myself. When you have the tools, you should use them, right? So I put that one there and that one there. Look how nice that looks. Okay. Okay. Just turn it around. And then we can add the final 2 gems. And we are almost done. There you go. All right. Let's see. Look how pretty. So that's our project. You put some ribbon on it. I probably put some white ribbon, and it's a beautiful tag. And again, if you wanted to, you can add a gift card holder to the back and hang it on your bag or your box. That's my project. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had a lot of I'll be right back, I'll be right back. It's just I'm trying to shorten the videos and not have you guys watch the same thing over and over again. Yeah. There we go. I'm so happy with it. Oh my goodness. Okay. I hope you guys have a great one. I'll be back soon. Bye.